Well, they did it, folks. 2 out of the 4 new gun laws in the state of Colorado went into effect yesterday morning, Sunday, October the 1st. We're going to talk about it. Let's get shady, y'all. Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. Welcome back to the channel. If you're one of my shady folks, I appreciate you guys stopping back in again. Sit down for a while. Let's have a chat. If you are new here, if you stumbled upon the channel somehow or another and you like what you see, please feel free. Go up, hit that subscribe button. Click on that little bell so you get notifications when the Shady Zone puts out a new video. Go downstairs to the basement down there. Leave a comment. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. Whatever makes you feel good. I am Jim Shady, and I am your host of this magical mystery tour of prepping, preparedness, politics, and sometimes pugilism. Glad that you are here. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. So yesterday, Sunday, October the 1st, 2023, 2 out of the 4 brand new gun laws that we talked about in another video before went into effect in the state of Colorado. I am sure that there are thousands and thousands of progressive liberals that are out there just doing the happy dance, wanting to twerk in the street because of this. Excuse me. Anyway, like I said, 2 of the 4 that I know of went into effect yesterday. The very first one was a 3-day waiting period when you buy a gun, okay, or a firearm. I said this in the past video, and let me re-emphasize what's going to happen with this. If you are a gun dealer, okay, let's go on this side of it first. If you are a gun dealer and you travel around to gun shows selling firearms, now if someone comes up to you and they want to purchase one of your firearms, now there is a 3-day waiting period, whereas before you could do it right there at the gun show. Thank God to modern technology, the internet, Wi-Fi, all that stuff. Believe it or not, folks, you did have to pass a background check if you bought a weapon at a firearm show or a gun show. But now you have to wait 3 days. 3 days for a background check to clear, okay? So if you walk into a gun show on a Saturday and you want to buy a nice new handgun, you do all your paperwork and you have to wait 3 days. Now, what that dealer is going to have to do is he's going to have to take your firearm to a licensed dealer, a gun shop, where you can pick it up. You can't just take it anymore. You have to go pick it up. He's going to have to take that weapon to that dealer. Then he moves on because he's got to be someplace else in 2 or 3 days. He moves on. If your background check passes, that's fine. Everything is great. You go to the gun shop, you pick up your weapon, you take it home. If by chance your background check does not clear, then this gun show dealer, this gun dealer, this firearms dealer, his weapon is at that gun shop just sitting there. He has to come back from wherever he went, and God knows he could be in Utah by now doing another gun show, but he has to come back to that shop. He has to pick up your weapon, or the weapon that you were supposed to purchase that you didn't get to because your background for whatever reason or another didn't pass. Yay. Okay, let's look at it from the other side. Let's say that you are a young lady and you have a very, let's just say, psychotic ex out there who has threatened to kill you. and you have done everything legally in your means. You've called the police, you filed a report, you've got a restraining order, and you, me, and everybody else knows that a restraining order isn't anything but a piece of paper. That's all it is. Okay? If this guy wants you, he's going to come for you. You want to go purchase a firearm. But all of a sudden, there's a 3-day waiting period. There's a 3-day waiting period for you to actually pick up that firearm from a gun shop, from a gun show, from anywhere. 3-day waiting period. In other words, your ex, whoever's got it in for you, has 3 days where he can still get to you. Okay? Now, they're saying this, and they're wanting to do this. They do all these things because they want to stop mass shootings and things like that. Okay, 3-day waiting period. For one thing, a criminal is not going to go through legal measures to get a firearm in the first place. They're going to either have one or they're going to go get one. They're going to obtain one illegally. Let's just get that out in the open right now, because criminals don't care about the law. Now, let's say that Joe Smuckatelli out on the street does not have a firearm, but he wants to go out and do massive damage to a large group of people. Okay, well, 9 times out of 10, a mass shooter doesn't just walk up into a place. He doesn't just wake up that morning and say, oh, I think I'm going to go down to the courthouse and shoot up a bunch of people. No, he plans this, okay? He picks a location. So, if the guy's got murderous intentions in his mind in the first place, he goes, puts in his paperwork to get his rifle, his AR-15, whatever he wants. He goes and he puts in the paperwork to do it. He's got 3 days to where he can pick his target, okay? His soft target, the school, the courthouse, the church, wherever. Okay, this is stupidity, all right? Now, the second one that they passed that went into effect yesterday was, I'm blanking out for just a second. Imagine it. Okay, where citizens who have had someone that was killed by a firearm, they can go to the gun manufacturer and they can sue the gun manufacturer. Okay, it's been done to death. The saying about what's next, they're going to start suing Chevy for their cars running over people on the streets. This is yet another dumb thing. You do not see this with anything else except for firearms. Now, if somebody takes a gun and they go and they shoot somebody, then that person's relatives, they can sue Ruger, they can sue Glock, they can sue Smith & Wesson. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to cost the gun companies, the gun manufacturers, so much money that in turn they have to pass that cost on to you. We see what happened with the tobacco industry, and granted, smoking is bad for you, yada yada. It's a demon that I've been struggling with for years. But you see what has happened to the cost of a pack of cigarettes over the years since they launched this war on the tobacco companies. This is the same thing that they're wanting to do to the gun companies now. They're wanting to put so many cases in court, so many lawsuits that these guys are having to pay out, that in turn they pass that down to you. You end up paying the cost. Okay, so your firearms, the cost of your firearms are going to skyrocket because everybody and their brother is going to be suing the gun manufacturers. This is all a plan. It's all a design. It's little pieces of the puzzle being put together, one little piece at a time. And these people always say that they're doing this because they want to stop mass shootings, that they want to stop, and this is the big one. They want to stop the murder of innocent children, because more children get killed in this country by firearms than anything else. Yeah, so they go hard on the gun companies, and at the same time, they completely, totally turn their back on the massive amounts of fentanyl that is pouring across our southern border, that kills more people in this country every day than firearms ever will. This is ridiculous. ridiculous what these people are doing. Unless you see the big picture and see exactly what they are trying to do, which is, like I said, eventually they're going to outlaw guns. And I know that there are a lot of people out there that are seeing this that are not citizens of the beautiful state of Colorado, and they don't think that this has anything to do with them. Let me tell you something, folks. If it happens here, it's going to happen where you live eventually. There are other states right now that are trying as hard as they can to pass these totalitarian gun laws on people. They're trying to take your Second Amendment rights away. Thankfully, here in Colorado, we have a couple of gun rights groups which are very, very active. All right, you've got the Gun Owners of Colorado, I believe is one of them, and the Gun Owners of America. I'm telling you guys right now, and you know, they're not paying me to say this, they're not paying me for anything at all, but I'm telling you, this is a good group. This group is probably better than the NRA ever was or ever will be. They have basically taken up the mantle for the NRA. These guys are the ones that actually they will go in, they will file lawsuits, and they will make them stick. So we have hope because, of course, there are pending lawsuits. And I was reading in one of the articles on this that they were advised not to do the lawsuit before the law went into effect, but to wait until the day that the law went into effect to do it, because the lawsuit would be more effective that way. I don't know. I am not an attorney, nor do I want to be. Perhaps there is somebody out there listening right now that can leave a comment below and tell me if this is valid or not. I kind of looked at it funny when I first read it, but it does make sense to me. Anyway, that is what is going on in the state of Colorado right now. Um, we are becoming California East. And I know that that was a thing in the past, that Colorado was California East, and that everything that California did, we were going to do. And then Colorado started setting the precedents for California and a lot of things. But anyway, this is what's going on in Colorado. And it's like I said, if it's happened here, it's going to come to a state near you. You guys need to be on top of what's going on with your state legislatures and their war on guns. If you live in a blue state, if you live in a purple state, hell, if you live in a red state, you need to keep your ear to the ground, keep your eyes on what's going on with these folks, because they are coming after your weapons. And it's like I said, this is all just little pieces to a bigger puzzle that in the end, they're going to drive the cost of guns up so much to where people are going to be hard pressed to afford them in the first place. And second of all, drew a blank. Anyway, second of all, they're going to draw the tax. That's what I'm looking for. The next thing that you can expect will be brand new taxes on firearms, because once they get their teeth into it, they're going to keep going with it. I hope everybody is having a good day. That's what's going on in Colorado right now. There is one thing that I do want to add to this that has absolutely nothing to do with the gun laws. If you guys saw the short on the October the 4th FEMA test, that is going to come over your cell phones, come over your TVs, come over anything that's hooked up electronically to anything. And I had said that I was going to turn my phone off for the duration of the test. And a lot of people have taken up that advice. A lot of people are going to do that. However, there's something else. You can take a little extra precaution if you'd like to. And I suggest this because I'm going to do it. I added it to the comments on the short, but I don't know if enough people saw it or not. So I'm going to say it again right now. Not only do you want to turn off your phone, you also want to unplug your TVs or anything else that might be hooked up to this system. Unplug those, but take your phone, and if you have one, put your phone in a Mylar bag. That will help keep it shielded from anything that's going on. You know, if you don't have a Mylar bag, hell, grab some aluminum foil or something like that, and at least try to block it off. Now, is there anything really going to happen with this? I don't know, but I'm going to side on the, I'm going to err to the side of caution on this, and I'm going to protect my electronic equipment one way or another anyway. So just another little idea for you guys to, kind of think about, because today's the second. It's coming day after tomorrow, folks. So be ready. Look, I appreciate y'all stopping by. I know this was a short video. I know a lot of you have gotten the comments you don't keep up with the news. So I try to, especially when it has something to do with the Second Amendment or something like that, I try to broadcast it out there. I try to let people know what's going on. I appreciate you guys stopping by. Until the next time, God bless. Y'all take care and stay shady. There's a storm coming. Y'all need to get ready.